Start. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. We're up to page 216. We're continuing the laws of Kiddush. So let's do Halacha 41. It is, even though it's permitted to say Kiddush with white wine, it is praiseworthy to use red wine. Okay, 58, footnote. In Resh Ayin Bet, Shulchan Aruch says it's permitted to use white wine, even though Shulchan Aruch brings the opinion of the Ramban that one should not use white wine. The Achronim, Mishnah Berurah Kaf Chaim, explain that even according to Ramban, only very white wine is not permitted to be used. But the white wine that we sell today, that's not what the Ramban was talking about. Okay, 42. It is permitted to mix red wine with white wine, even though one's intention is to make the white wine have a tinge to it, a red tinge. That's permitted. That's actually what you should do if you're stuck with the white wine and you have a little bit of red wine, so you can mix. That way, make it reddish. 43. One may recite Kiddush on sweet wine. Excuse me. 44. One may recite Kiddush on wine that was squeezed even less than 40 days prior to use. Likewise, you're allowed to say Kiddush on grape juice. Let's see the footnote. 62. See Halacha Brura says that Chacham Vadia Yosef alav shalom used to use grape juice for many years for Kiddush and for the 4 cups of wine on Pesach. Because I guess it had to do with, it used to make him tired. The wine used to make him tired. And he wanted to learn. So he used to use grape juice. Even though that's a little bit of a debate in the poskim. La halacha, we allowed to do the Kiddush on grape juice. Yes, what are you saying?
The very dry wine can make Kiddush completely.
What?
Very dry wine,
Yeah, that's the best.
So you get it if it's not sweet.
Yeah, that's the best. That's, of course, that's good. For 45, preferably one should use alcoholic wine. However, if it's difficult for you to drink wine with alcohol on an empty stomach, or for health reasons, or because you don't, or maybe you don't like wine, then you can use grape juice. If possible, one should try to mix a little bit of the alcoholic wine with the grape juice. 46, you're allowed to say Kiddush over wine that is mevushal, or pasteurized. Right? They boil the wine to kill the bacteria. That maybe changes the taste, and it is known it changes the taste. People like wine that's not mevushal because it tastes better. Still, mevushal wine is still considered yain, and you're allowed to do Kiddush with it. Okay, 47. One may use any wine or grape juice as long as there's less than 50% water to ensure that it's considered yain. If you have a doubt if it has 50% wine, you cannot say bracha on it of a geffen. You say shako because it's safek. It's safek if it's a geffen. According to Shulchan Aruch, it has to have rov yain. Has to be rov wine. Kedem, all the kedems they say they checked and they said it's rov yain. But other brands that you don't know about, and from concentrate, so it could be it's not rov yain. And according to Ramah, 17% is enough yain to make a geffen, but according to Maran, it has to be rov yain, 50% wine to make a geffen. If it doesn't, it's going to be shako. What?
No, I saw some grape juice, you like that, I saw about the grape juice, it's kasher, but you said low Kiddush.
Yeah. The ones who are rov yain, they say kasher the Kiddush, arba kosot pesach. Yeah, exactly. Okay, fine. 48. Wine that is made into a concentrate through boiling it until it turns into honey, thick like honey, may not be used for Kiddush, even if you add water to make it into a juice. So if they make it into a concentrate, very thick, and then they add water and then they sell it, that's shakol, it's not a geffen. 49. You're allowed to use wine that has sugar or honey added to it. 50. Some people, they want to use, Kedem also sells sparkling wine. So it has bubbles, carbonated. You're allowed to use carbonated wine for Kiddush. However, you should try to wait till all the bubbles are go away, so that way the cup is full. 51. You're allowed to use wine or grape juice that's a little bit frozen. Even though it's a little bit frozen, it's fine. One should not use grape juice or wine that has strong added taste of peaches or other fruits. It should be tasting like a grape. 53. Kiddush may not be said over wine that's not kosher, like wine that was not mevushal, handled by a goy. or one who says Kiddush on such a wine did not fulfill his obligation. He has to find another wine and do Kiddush on that. Okay, good. Let's say you don't have wine, Haz v'shalom. What do you do? How do you do Kiddush if you don't have wine? Right? Always happens. The husband told the wife, buy wine, buy Kiddush. And the wife told the husband, they thought he was going to buy, they thought she was going to buy, nobody bought. So they come to the house Friday night, no wine. What do we do? 54. Friday night, if one does not have wine, in order to say Kiddush, he says Kiddush on the bread. So what do? You go and wash Nitlat Yadayim first. Right? Do Nitlat Yadayim first. Then you go sit in your chair. You go by your chair. You sit in your chair. Right? You go next to your chair. You say Vayichulu when the bread is covered. You go and you say the whole Vayichulu. And then you should uncover the bread. Put your two hands on it. You make hamotzi, and then after say hamotzi lechem min haaretz, you have one more bracha. Mekadesh Shabbat, Baruch Atah Hashem, Mekadesh Shabbat, and then you break the bread, dip in the salt, and eat. That's called Kiddush on bread. This is Friday night. Shabbat day, you can't do that. We're going to learn something else. So that's what you do Friday night. Okay, when you say Kiddush on bread, 55. One should say Shalom Aleichem or Eshet Hayat and Eshet Hayat and everything you say before you wash your hands. Right? You have to say all those things before. 56. Someone who cannot drink wine for health reasons. He can say Kiddush on bread if there's nobody else available to say Kiddush for him. Right? Let's say the old person lives alone. So he doesn't have anybody to make Kiddush for him on the wine, and he can't drink wine. So he can do Kiddush on bread. Yeah. 57. Kiddush may not be recited if you don't have wine or bread, right? Because strictly speaking, you fulfilled the oraita in the prayers. So in such a case, you don't have to fast. You can eat without saying Kiddush. 58. One who does not have bread is not allowed to say Kiddush on pata babi kisanin. You cannot say Kiddush on crackers, on natoki, on sweet bread, right? Or on a gush day. You can't say Kiddush on these things. It has to be real bread. Unless you want to eat 216 grams of it. If you're going to eat 216 grams, you're going to make a koviyat seudah, so then it is treated like bread. Okay, 59. One who said Kiddush without bread or wine did not fulfill his obligation. You have to say Kiddush again. Okay. 60. When Yom Kippur is on Shabbat and there's no Kiddush, you have in mind that you're fulfilling mitzvah of Kiddush when you say a Mekadesh Shabbat and Amidah. 61. One who forgot to say Kiddush and remembers during the meal, what should he do? If he remembers to say Kiddush after you already said the bracha of Motzi, he should say the bracha right away, Mekadesh Shabbat. After someone has some bread, he should fill up a cup of wine, say Vayichul and a gefen, and drink the wine as well. If he only remembered that he didn't do Kiddush after he ate the bread, he has to stop eating, get a cup of wine, say Kiddush, and then he continue his meal. One second, what's going to be when it comes to the morning Kiddush and you don't have wine? Let's see if I can find this 1 second. What does it say over here? Let's find it 1 second. What's here? Morning Kiddush. Morning Kiddush. Where is it? No. Okay, we'll get to it later, I guess. Okay, fine. Shalom Aleichem. 62. Upon arriving home from praying, if one's mother's father is there, it's proper to kiss his or her hand. This is the custom of the Arizal also. 63. Strictly speaking, there's no obligation to say the Shem Yehud before Kiddush. If you want to say it, then you should skip the part that it says Kiddush is Deoraita Derabanan. You shouldn't say that. Rather, you should just say Harini Balakayim Mitzat Kiddush Alayayin. Okay, good. 64. Some people have the custom of saying Yerava or the piyut of Bar Yochai. 65. It's customary to sing Shalom Aleichem Friday night while standing. 66. Some have the custom to say Shalom Aleichem each stanza 3 times. But there are some people who have a custom to do it only 1 time. Chachamaria used to do that also. He says, I'd rather spend time learning than singing. So therefore, he used to sing it only once. 67. This is an interesting one. We'll end over here. Some people have the text Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon. Mi melech. Mi melech. As if to say, Mi melech. Who is the king? What do you mean, who is the king? What is it? Mi melech. But some people have, and therefore some people have the girsa. Melech malachei melachim. So some people have the girsa, some people have the version Mi melech. Mi melech means from the king. But some people say, no, don't have Mi melech. Just say Melech malachei melachim. And therefore, each person should follow, right, their own custom. The 91, the footnote also says that if you say Mi melech, you're implying that Hashem is saying shalom to the angels. Rather, it's not true. We're saying shalom to the angels. Why are you saying Mi melech from? It doesn't make sense to say from Hashem. Shalom aleichem to Malachim, or Mi melech from Hashem. No, we're saying shalom aleichem to the angels. So therefore, some people cut it out and say Melech. Baruch Amen. Amen.